Alright, I'm going to show you guys how I make this reindeer food slash puppy chow slash there's like 100 different names for it. We'll just call it puppy chow. So basically you're going to take 9 cups of, it calls for Chex cereal. I could not find it, so I am going to use this Crispix in hopes that it tastes good. So I'm going to put 9 cups in a big bowl like this, and then I'm going to set it aside. Alright, so my 9 cups are in there. There's just a little bit left in the bottom of the bag there. I mean, I could probably add it in. I don't think it would be a big deal. There's probably about 2 more cups in there, maybe, possibly. 2 or 3 cups, maybe 2.5 cups. But anyways, I'm going to go and, in a microwave safe bowl, I have to microwave the chocolate chips, which is 1 cup of chocolate chips, a 1/2 cup of peanut butter, and a 1/4 cup of butter. So I'm going to go get myself a microwave safe dish and put all those ingredients in there. And don't worry, I will put the recipe in the description. Alright, I didn't have quite enough peanut butter. I had to run next door and grab some, but I have my 1/4 cup of peanut butter, or my 1/2 cup of peanut butter in there. And it calls for semi-sweet chocolate chips, but all I have is this cookies and cream mixture one, which is basically just chocolate, white chocolate chips and chocolate cookie ones, but either way they taste good. So I'm going to put a cup of that in there, and now I need a 1/4 cup of butter, and then I'm going to put this into the microwave for 1 minute, give it a good stir, and then if it needs more time I'll put it in 30 seconds at a time till this is all nice and smooth. Alright, so I had added these, and originally I thought that they were just like chocolate chips and white chocolate chips, but they are the chocolate is actually little bits of cookie. So I wish this would focus. There we go. So I was scared that it wasn't going to add up to the cup of chocolate chips that I needed, so I just went ahead and I put the whole bag in. And if the little pieces of chocolate don't melt, it's not a big deal. They'll just add a little bit of crunch to it. Also, I put the last of the bag of the cereal in there instead of just leaving it laying around, and it probably won't get wasted, but I figured what the heck, I'll just put it in here. I just dumped the rest of it in there, and there was about 3 cups, so if you want to follow the original recipe, it's 9 cups. I have 12 cups. And then the peanut butter called for a 1/2 cup. Yeah, a 1/2 cup of melted peanut butter. I added a little bit more since I added more cereal. And then I added the full bag of the chocolate chips because half of them aren't really chocolate chips. And then I added a 1/2 cup of butter. It called for a 1/4 cup, but since I'm adding more ingredients, so I'm going to go ahead and melt this. And then I'll let you guys know if these little cookies melted or not. Alright, so clearly the little pieces of cookie did not melt. It smells so good though. So like I said, that doesn't really matter. It's just going to add a different texture into the mix. So now I'll show you guys the recipe if you guys want to pause it, just in case I forget to put it in the description. So here there's 9 cups of Chex cereal, a cup of semi-sweet chocolate chips, 1/2 cup of peanut butter, 1/4 cup of peanut butter, a teaspoon of vanilla, and 1.5 cups of powdered sugar. And obviously, depending on your cereal and obviously if you don't take chocolate chips that have these little cookies, this recipe can be obviously gluten-free. So I added my cereal to the large bowl and I set that aside. In a microwave safe bowl, microwave the chocolate chips, the peanut butter, and the butter for 1 minute, and then 30 seconds longer if it needs it. Then I'm going to stir in the vanilla, and I'm going to pour this mixture over the cereal. I'm going to stir it really well until all the cereal's coated, and then I'm going to put it into a large Ziploc bag and put my powdered sugar in, shake it, and then I'm going to lay it on lay it flat just so that it can cool laying flat. So I'm going to go add my vanilla to this mixture here, and then I'm going to dump it over my cereal. Alright, so I have my powdered sugar. I'm going to add it into the bag that I have here, and then I'm going to give it a big good mix. It calls for 1.5 cups of powdered sugar, but because I added extra cereal, I'm probably going to put 2 cups of the powdered sugar. Alright, so there is the finished product. I'm going to leave it in the bag. I'm going to just flatten it out as much as I can and leave it dry in the bag. And just give it a good shake once in a while. But that is what it looks like. They're just very yummy. So, I would highly recommend you guys trying this. When I've seen them, they were a lot more powderier than this, but they still taste really, really good. So, that is another thing to add to my Christmas holiday baking, or holiday Christmas baking, whatever you want to call it. Alright, I hope you guys liked this video. Give it a big thumbs up if you did, and thanks so much for watching.